Newfoundland and Labrador is known for charming communities and friendly people, but it is also known for its harsh winds, rocky terrain, and long, cold winters. The ramifications of these unfavorable conditions is a limited crop growing season of just 3 months, which results in 71% of our food being imported. When importation was less common, our ancestors bottled food to have year-round access to crops. So, Newfoundlanders and Labradorians must waste very little of the food we have, right? Sadly, our small provincial population of 521,000 is still throwing out 400,000 tons of food waste every year. Our province has a serious problem of food shortages, insecurity, and wastage, but it's not just us. This problem is a growing worldwide issue. We realized there was a simple solution that needed an innovative new twist. We created Life Preserve, a 3-tiered project consisting of preserving our heritage, reducing food waste, and combating food insecurity. We collect landfill-bound produce from grocery stores, bottle this food, and redistribute the preserved, bottled food back into the community. Bottling is a tradition in our province, but we are innovating this nearly lost practice by focusing on the stories and recipes of older generations and using bottling as a way to reduce food waste and food insecurity. The innovation we've infused into this full cycle project is what will allow Life Preserve to be a fully sustainable business with massive opportunity for growth. Our heritage tier focuses around seniors. We are curating and preserving their stories and recipes to share with future generations.
Bottling has been an important part of my family's life when access to refrigerators and fresh produce was limited. It's great to see these students incorporate bottling into their food wastage project, as it is a great way to preserve food. Bottling is an important part of our heritage, and I'm so happy these students are keeping the tradition alive and using it to reduce food wastage.
Through engagement with residents at Bishop's Gardens Senior Living, and by connecting with our own elderly relatives, we learned variations of the traditional Newfoundland and Labrador bottling process and collected many recipes. Our food waste tier provided an opportunity to partner with our local Second Harvest, a charity whose aim is to reduce food wastage across the country. Second Harvest's program, Food Rescue, connects local not-for-profit organizations to excess, soon-to-be-discarded produce from food donors, such as restaurants and grocery stores. Our food insecurity tier focuses on connecting community members to this rescued food. The bottling process is a game changer for many families, food banks, and shelters, as it extends the shelf life by an average of 18 months without refrigeration. We are finalizing plans with a local work-integrated social enterprise that is a well-established community cafe and proud collaborator in helping to address food insecurity. The cafe will incorporate our bottling project into their daily operations and will sell the bottled goods at their business while also donating bottles to community members in need. In the pilot stage of Life Preserve, we saw the impact we could have on a small scale. The initial phase consisted of obtaining nearly expired produce through the Flash Food app, bottling it under the direction of a local experienced chef, and donating this preserved food to community food banks, including our own university's food bank, which has been heavily impacted by the pandemic. In our first month, we were able to save 62 pounds of food from going to landfills. This equates to 118 pounds of greenhouse gas emissions saved from the atmosphere. We can now grow our impact beyond expectations with these partnerships in place. Now, we need to empower others across the country and the world to reduce food waste and retain this food preservation heritage. We will inspire others through our Life Preserve masterclasses, an opportunity for our local bottling experts to pass on these traditions to the larger community. To further increase our waste reduction, we are gaining expertise from Evergreen Recycling on implementing a Bring It Back sanitation initiative. Glass recycling is not currently available in our province, so with a bottle rescue program in place, we will reduce the amount of glass ending up in landfills. We are excited for the future of Life Preserve, and we are committed to preserving our heritage, reducing food wastage, and food insecurity. One community, one grocery cart, one bottle at a time.